What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unrestricted. I'm your host, Peter, and today I found a very infuriating video that I just watched that was posted by the Police Activity channel on YouTube. I found the video to be extremely disturbing. And what I found more disturbing than the video itself are the comments. If we look at the comments, basically what this boils down to based on the description that you're seeing right now, the title, and what people are saying is, this person that is about to be murdered, in my personal opinion, by cops, unarmed, not driving recklessly. All he did was fleeing cops. There's no evidence that he hit the woman. There is no witnesses other than herself. So at this point, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. The video starts with the lady here basically saying that he hit her at a party down the street. And then it appears that the man is driving away with his minivan very safely, very slow, and very calm, and trying to avoid the police from being in his way. Very safely without trying to hurt them. What happens next is the cops fatally shoot the man. Let's just say that he's really a terrible person with an extensive track history of domestic violence. Let's just assume the worst, right? He's obviously not armed at all. So let's go with unarmed, just extensive history of domestic violence, okay? The question here is a moral question. Does a police officer have the right to kill someone with just an extensive history of domestic violence? And the answer will always be no. Just not replace cops with any human being. Does any other human being have the right, other than defending themselves, of course, to kill some other human being? And the answer is absolutely not. So let's dive in and get back to the comments here.
Okay. Busca el teléfono para ver bien la...
Ajá.
¿Qué es lo que pasó? Ajá. ¿Es su pareja? Okay. ¿Qué pasó?
We were at a party and she nods her head and he hit me. It's not the end of the world. I'm not advocating for any violence whatsoever, but I'm saying, does that warrant shooting someone to death or shooting someone, period? Absolutely not. And if you believe that we should kill people for just hitting other people, you are a murderer.
¿Le pegó en el party? ¿Dónde eres el party? Okay. Busca el teléfono para ver bien la dirección. Necesitamos saber dónde fue el party. ¿Cómo se llama su novio? Okay, ¿qué es?
He has an extensive record. So maybe it's your fault for sticking around with him. Maybe you should find a less abusive boyfriend.
¿Ah? Adrián Agustín? ¿Y su apellido? ¿Qué es su apellido? We still have to get... We have good crimes. ¿Y su nombre? Adrián Agustín, ¿su apellido?
So let's watch here. They see the car pulling out in the cul-de-sac.
Stop the car now!
Gives them multiple times commands to stop. And he won't stop. But you can see he's driving like he's really careful about driving and not hitting anybody, not causing any disturbance, not threatening anybody, not hitting any property, not destroying any cars behind him or in front of him.
Stop! Hey!
Obviously, he's eluding a police officer at this point. But that, again, does that warrant actually shooting a person? The answer will always be no.
Hold on. Hey, stop the car, dude!
Stop! What's up, boy? Stop!
Hey, stop!
Stop!
Stop the car!
Stop!
Hey, bro, get behind.
And there you go. You got a crossfire right here. Wonderful. They caused a property damage to a different car. If they let the guy move, he would have been just fine. They could have pursued him later. They could have stopped him later. He's not driving recklessly. He's not aiming at the cops. Here's a different angle to it.
Hey! Watch out, bro. Stop! Hey, stop!
So he ducks it behind the car. You can see this guy right here. Right here. Ducks it behind.
Stop! Stop the car! Stop! Hey, stop!
Look, he didn't get near the guy. He didn't get near the cop. He's literally trying to squeeze in between the car and the guy that is trying to block him. And he's driving very carefully and slowly because he cares about the police officer. If he had any intention to kill that cop, I guarantee you that cop would have been dead. And that's because he would have just stepped on the gas pedal. This guy wouldn't have actually gotten to a point where he shot him, or he would have shot him, but it would have been too late. But obviously what we call here the murderer, the police officer, knows that, but he's frustrated that he's not listening to his commands and stopping.
Hey, stop!
Look, he's literally trying not to touch the door on the other car, and he didn't get near the cop. There's plenty of space you can see here in this frame. He didn't even wait. They just shot him dead. Completely unacceptable. And what angers me the most is the comments in the description below. So if you see here. Yeah, and here's the crossfire. They're shooting at each other. They're rookies, they're panicking, and they're killing people. Please don't be in this business if you don't know what you're doing. You literally killed someone who's completely innocent. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. And you just killed someone who's innocent. They did nothing to you. He did nothing to you. He was driving carefully, trying to squeeze in between the door that is blocking him and the cop that is standing on the sidewalk blocking him. And then the cop is just so butthurt because his ego's hurting because he said stop 3 times or 10 times and the guy won't listen. Guess what? Criminals don't listen to stop. But you shoot him in retaliation? Do you think that's acceptable? And people just joke about it. It's not funny. It's not funny. Obviously, unbelievable how stupid some people are. They're just talking about the cops, right? Shooting the crap out of a car that is just rolling. Man foot wasn't even on the gas. Exactly. Literally wasn't even on the gas. We're probably covering the brakes at that time. This is unbelievable. Because if it happens to someone like him, and they come up with the excuse of, well, domestic violence, extensive history, threaten our cop safety, all those buzzwords that we always stupidly hear on the media, then guess what? Someone else might be also innocent and gets shot dead and doesn't have any extensive history, doesn't have any weapons pointing at the police officers, and somehow gets killed, and it will be a cover-up through the media. This needs to stop. Police officers need to be held accountable for their criminal actions. Absolutely. Cop was trigger happy. Nope, not justified. In case you missed it, this was an obvious murder. What do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts in the comments below and let's get this conversation going. Like, share, subscribe to this channel for more updates on this. I'm gonna be following this case closely until we hear back. I hope they sue the city and these murderers go to prison for their crimes.